Welcome back to Volkoff Plays Hades 2. This is session 24. I know that because I updated my YouTube channel earlier today and uploaded sessions 21, 22, and 23 up there. It's just a friendly reminder, if you're behind, if you're backlogged, if you're looking for something to do, check out my channel over there on YouTube. It's got a backlog not only of all of my Hades 2 play sessions, but some of the 3, 4, and 5 Final Fantasy Pixel remasters that I did. So give it a look if you're looking for something to do. As always, I appreciate it if you're joining me, whether you're doing that via catching up later or if you're here live with me tonight. I appreciate it either way. Looking forward to another fun session here. It's been a couple-day layoff, so hopefully I'm not too rusty, and I'm definitely looking forward to getting a run or two in tonight. So thanks again for joining me.
Come, Saver, unrivaled from heights of Olympus to depths of the sea. This'll take a little while. Artemis.
Be welcome here and save the Silver Sisters wait.
All right, looks like it's recommending the skull. I'm sure Juneberry Saint's going to be very happy to see this. We'll see how this one goes. I'll be looking out for some Aphrodite boons to pair with this and just see if this will work a little better. We are going to stick with the aspect of Persephone for the skull. I thought that one worked a little bit better for us. I'm intrigued by Aspect of Medea as well. So I guess we haven't even unlocked that one yet, so maybe we give that one a shot.
Grant me the
why
aspect
not,
of
right?
Medea.
That's what we're all about here at Volkoff Plays. Revealing some new aspects.
Awaken.
Alright. Might as well spend a nightmare or two while we're at it, frankly.
The Slayer of Titans returns!
My brother must have been immensely strong, if he could sometimes even take my father when they sparred. Is there some favorite technique of his that you could pass along?
No, there is not. My disciples must each follow their own path. Keep following yours, and mayhaps you too shall become powerful enough to beat your papa up.
Commander, my father is bound in chains in Tartarus.
Then it ought to be easy.
Lusky, how you doing this evening, sir? Thank you for joining. I'm sure you're ready for the absolute, well, marginal competence. Let's see what testaments are available to us. It looks like if we defeat Scylla with 8 fear, we can unlock another testament. So maybe that means we're going to have to go underworld. Question here is, how crazy do we feel tonight? And, maybe we're a little overconfident. We've had 6 or 7 clears in a row or something like that. But part of me is thinking, why not try 16 fear? you know? So I guess let's just see like what
By
would
will
it
of
take
night.
for us to get up to 16 fear. Um, let's see. Okay, there's 8. We've hit, we're on 8 now. Ooh, the first 0 boons in each region become red onions, and instead restores 1 heart, tastes as bitter as you feel. That one's great. After you choose a boon, prime magic for each rarity greater than common. Wow. You have access to 100% of your grasp for your arcana.
This I vow.
60-40. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Bear with me real quick.
My altar.
I'm thinking if we use judgment, might be a difficult time to try that out if we're going to also do 16 fear, but hey, why not? We're all about learning new things here. Exactly. What is the worst that can happen? We're about to find out.
Persistence. That fear may spread.
Okay. Oh boy. We're gonna try this out.
Once more then.
We're here for a good time, perhaps not a long time on this run.
They got through.
Now don't go wandering into the dark without a proper light. And I don't mean the kind of Paul is offering, although mayhaps I'd settle for the moon. Anyhow, no matter, here.
Alright, we start off with Hestia, and unfortunately we don't get what I wanted, which was the being able to aim your cast. We're gonna go ahead and take Specials Inflicting Scorch since that's the rare. But not what we were wanting to see there.
Revol's empty.
So this is a little different with Medea. I think it's looking like it was powered special.
They never learn. Go, Tula. Let that be a lesson.
Go Ares here early. Try to get surprise, more damage.
The god of war.
Word reached us that you defeated the Titan of Time last night, and we were most impressed. But I was left to wonder whether he experienced the throes of agony before the end. Perhaps he eventually can be dissuaded thus.
I don't really like any of these either. We're gonna take Stabbing Rush. I think it's just
Blood
gonna
and
trick
darkness.
proc a lot more. It's nice though. Daedalus Hammer start off early too. And that one might be good. What it seems like is the attack pattern here is pretty dependent on your special, which is like a dash through the enemies.
Did this skull just smile?
Oh man, you know we have to go first. Luckily we're gonna get to heal a little bit.
Sting away.
Give it right away.
Tula, be my guest. Victory. It's a Frageli.
There was a certain rumbling I felt within the depths. You reached your destination, did you not? Confronted Kronos and prevailed, and yet his influence remains. But perhaps the Titan shall relinquish control with further persuasion.
Looks like I need some healing, frankly. Yeah. Kind of stinks though, the enemies are all faster and now I'm gonna be slower, but I think that's the move.
Almighty chaos.
Yeah, help us out here, Arachne. We're gonna need something.
Sit and rest your wings. Grown so tired flying to and fro. I wrap you up and sing. Why, hello there.
Your silk is so luxurious, and the enchantments on the thread are strong. Arachne, it's incredible, really. You know that, right?
Of course I know, my friend. Well, I may not be quite as strong as you. For my size, I'm something else. And I don't tire easily. As for the rest, trade secret.
More healing? Yes, please.
There. That one hidden here.
Keep on spinning. Shadow Spiller. Such rage it must have felt.
We've all been counting on you, little niece, but still, I'd not expected you could take on Kronos and prevail. I thought at best you'd keep him busy for a while. You must be very strong, like me.
So I'm I'm pondering here. I don't think Wave Strike's gonna proc very much because of how this weapon seems to be working. It's early in the run. It might be worth it to take buried treasure. But man, I really want an enchantment on my attacks. I think I'm gonna go with Wave Strike because it's epic. Do we dare? I mean, yeah,
I'll take
we
it.
do. Speaking of do we dare,
This does not belong to you. Area clear.
verse.
No shells. A gift. To chaos.
You may have it.
Huh.
You recently entered your father's residence within the underworld's depths, but did not remain there. Did you at least discover what you sought? Do not respond. I am considering all the potential truths.
I have to go max health here, I'm afraid.
There. For my father. Smite them. I can use this.
Man, that's a rough curse to have right now. Let's hope that there's a good boon for purchase here.
cannot reach you in those depths. Though your boatman seems to have no trouble at all. Keeps to himself, fends for himself. I quite like him.
Switch to a rarer boon.
All right. Bye.
I feel like that splash has been incredibly effective thus far. On the other hand, the ability to, not just do that extra attack damage, but we're doing area of effect damage and hitch. If we can inflict hitch on a large amount of foes, then ostensibly that should increase our DPS. I honestly am going to take it just to experiment a little bit.
They're making me pick favorites. I see you have another customer, my lord. First come, first served, is it? I'll hurry it up. Mustn't keep her waiting.
Well, well. Our enemy surely is beginning to wonder how you are able to thwart him. Do leave him in the dark. The less he knows of us, the better.
Chrono seems to think my family bond with him is why I'm able to resist. He hasn't made the connection that you're the one who's prepared me.
You have prepared yourself. 'Tis good that you are drawing his attention and his wrath whilst I remain unseen. We slowly undermine his strength. And through our efforts, buy your mountain relatives more time. Cross flames! Triple divide. Come, sisters of the dead. Tremble beneath the moon. Good. Good.
Let's hope these chaos spoons are close to being over.
But I cannot
That was really
mend
tough.
your wounds, and
yeah.
neither shall your enemies.
Must have been my chaos spoon just then.
Thank you very much. Okay, and then we've got 5 new cards, including, ironically, the Swift Runner. That's hilarious. So let's just take a look at what we now have active here. That keepsake's going to be swapped out now. I think I'm going to go to Ghost Onion just to heal myself up throughout the second act here. Okay, so now we can change some minor finds into major finds. That's good. We got Excellence active, got the Queen active. We can alter boons. And then, yeah, sprint's 10% faster. So, okay. Good clear. We're on to Act 2.
Do keep this up.
Of course, our buddy's here. Yeah, so again, you know, just taking a look, I think Act 3 is probably gonna be the Knuckles, just to end the Cerberus fight a little faster. Act 4 will be the Luckier Tooth. For the extra Death Defiance, most likely. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll take Ghost Onion here. Again, to
Please
help
take
with the
your
healing as
time.
much as we can. Man, they're just really... They're really making it hard for me here, because this is the third opportunity to enter a Chaos Gate. And I sort of want to do it again. You know, I don't know if... I don't know if I'll survive the third Chaos debuff, though, on top of everything else. Yeah, counterpoint, curse. I have to, man. I don't know. It's a sickness I
The
have.
self-made queen of the gods bestowing you her boon? Is there not some mortal wedding she ought to officiate?
Done there. There's that rancid scent. Going. Chaos, I heard your call.
Oh man, we can't take this one. What a bummer. Well, I guess, I mean, we could... Oh, man. I wish I could do that. The other two are kind of not useful for us. So for the next 3 encounters, if I use the special, the dash, I'm going to take 3 damage every time. If I can survive those 3 encounters, I'm going to gain +1 use of Death Defiance, which could be very pivotal on this run. Man, I'm honestly thinking about trying it. Which might be the dumbest thing ever. The other thing I'm thinking about doing is just re-offering the boons, seeing what we get. That's also kind of sacrilegious. We're talking about a legendary boon here. I'm going for it.
Now.
If we've ever learned anything on this channel, it's that I'm an idiot.
Here we go.
And we're about to really drive that point home.
You dare. I'm cursed. Out with you all.
Oh man, it's gonna be a long 3 encounters. Okay. Now if we transform, we could get a boon here, we could get a heart. It'd be a bummer, but we could get a magic.
Transform.
And we could get a coin, which is probably the least useful thing we could have got. I can't survive that encounter with my current Chaos Boons, which is a bummer. So we'll go to the shop with no money.
Go, Tula.
But we will get a fish out of the whole ordeal.
It's over. I'll gut upon.
Killing me, game. You're killing me. I gotta avoid that boss battle, I think. Ah.
Tula,
Oh my
time to
god.
shine. Tula. Cheers, Chaos. Got you again, O King. Olympus, I accept this message.
That was certainly something. I'm a little embarrassed that that's live streamed out to the world right now, but that's cool. Okay, more damage to foes that are nowhere near other foes. Might have to go mutual destruction.
My Chaos Boon just changed.
All right, we made it, folks. You'll love to see it. Okay, so just kind of recapping where we're at now. All the Chaos Spoons are lifted. We've got an extra Death Defiance, so that's 5 in total. 3 from the cards, 1 from Tula, 1 from Chaos. All right, and we're close to full health too. The Ghost Onion even has some juice left in it. Okay, we're gonna go Bones again here with the eye on re-rolling it.
Out of all the matters you could be attending to, you've chosen to aid me. I am honored and would honor you in kind.
Is there a wedding day that I should know about, or are you merely being generous with me? In any case, when I'm offered to, there's always a catch, so here.
You truly needn't have, Your Majesty.
We goddesses can be too proud to beg for aid. I'd never stoop to it myself. Why bother, when my hard-headed sister Hestia shall insist on intervening anyway? And at this very moment, whilst I speak...
Because respectfully, you just don't know what's good for you, O Queen. Sometimes it's ones can't bring themselves to ask for help that need it most. Now, why don't we set a proper example for the latest unceremonious addition to our family?
So we actually don't have... I don't know what we've got to restore magic at the moment. But this could be really cool. And I've never had it before, obviously. It's fated choice, so it's what I'm going to pick. But this could be very good, especially there's that Demeter boom where you just stand still and regenerate like a huge amount of magic. That could be pretty significant as well.
My strength reborn. Good find.
I was afraid of that, but I missed that Poseidon boon already. I think that was a better fit for this, but you know, you live and you learn. This is our first real opportunity to upgrade what we've got. And typically I would upgrade the attacks. So I think that's what we're going to do here.
There we go.
You called it, Rox. Roxy and Jetty and I, we've been through bigger slumps than this lady. It's gonna take more than your heckling to tear us apart.
I don't know why I bother with you, Skilla. Or why Roxy and Jetty do. You've yet to let either one of them speak.
They speak through their work. Besides, I'm not just lead singer, I'm in charge of the talent. And the gals aren't taking interviews right now, especially from the likes of you.
gift from Night.
Had a pivotal clear there. We got 4 more cards activated, which just obviously it's going to be a huge part of this run. And so let's take a look at what we got. I think I picked that one already. Okay, so we're now going to take 0 damage. I think the Furies we didn't have. Okay. I think the big one there is the card, the Huntress. So if we don't have 100% magic, we deal an extra 40% damage with attacks and specials. So that's a pretty good one to get. So I'm of 2 minds here. I don't think that I'm gonna need this extra Death Defiance. It'd be great to have the damage reduction, I think, in the Kronos battle. And I think we've gotten better at the Cerberus battle to where I don't really need that as much. The problem is that we have a really difficult weapon right now. Just the way this works for that Cerberus fight, that could be a pretty interesting fight for us. So yeah, not the greatest set of choices to have. Another option would be Silken Sash, just to try to keep our life up as long as possible. If we're thinking we don't need the damage reduction, we don't need the Death Defiance, and then we can see where we're at and the end of Act 4. I think I've been getting hit so much though that I think that'll break quickly. Alright, we're going Gold Purse. We've been broke this whole run. Let's get some money. I believe that we don't need either one of these right now.
Very well.
Okay, that could be also pivotal for us.
Should come in
Go ahead
handy.
and buy that just to keep our health up.
To firm
Alright, here we go.
ground.
I wish I could reroll those.
A withered bough. Denied. Go to that. Good.
This is a proper spooky night. You had something to do with it, right, Em? My heart's racing non-stop. Whatever you've been up to in your crossroads there, hope it works.
I use the re-offer here. I'm hoping for some damage reduction.
Let's see how this goes.
It's pretty obvious that I need it. Okay. Gonna have to go mean streak, I think. I don't really have any success rate based stuff right now. Oh. Yeah, we do. Okay, so plus 30% chance. And we have so 372, 30% of that is about 1.2, so we go up to about 5%-ish chance of double damage. There's no other chance-based stuff. Okay, we're taking mean streak. I think it'll end up boosting our DPS more. I could be wrong about that. Need some... I know a math expert. He might even be watching right now, and he can weigh in. Take care of those guys. Go get some more coin. Got some miasma blowing up everywhere. Oh, nice. Bunch of Act 4 guys. Love that.
Smackers. They're gone.
I'll take that. That was pretty awesome. Got the Wamia's boss fight. As I'm assuming that's who this is. I think that's what I got to do. Question.
All you lot against me? In the name of Hades.
Okay, this one could be huge. Whenever Hitch-afflicted foes are slain, all other Hitch-afflicted foes take an extra 60 damage.
By her grace.
I'm not even sure what happened there and how I melted that boss so quick. I'm gonna have to watch the film.
Come on out. It's a tearjerker. How goes it, Echo? I'm doing all right.
I'm doing all right. Doing all right. All right.
So many dangers all throughout these fields. Yet you're on this bridge. I feel a sense of comfort. Even peace. It's because of your presence and your power.
Your presence and your power. Presence and power. Presence and power.
I think I might take one of 3 random boons from the previous night. Although, you know, yeah, I gotta have a boon though.
Such a power.
Okay, extra dose. And that heroic steady growth too, that is, I wish we got that a little earlier, but we do have quite a few encounters left. Interesting. That's an interesting option too, but extra dose I think is one of my favorite boons, period.
They won't budge. Not a chance. Come on, cat. The skull
Taking
gleams
Sudden
anear.
Driver not just because it was the Fated Prophecy, the only Fated Prophecy left, but because I'm not sure how those other two would work with how the attacks work on this thing. Such a different attack pattern, and I already was thinking that about the other two aspects of the skull, but this one's really weird.
Ashes. That one again. I call upon the moon and draw you down.
Death to Kronos. I sense that you are growing closer to manifesting the reality that we have long since sought. May you yet drain whatever light is left in him. The choice is yours.
So in the successful Typhon clear, I think I had Nightbloom, and I got to the end of the tech tree for it, and the enemy, when it was killed, it would explode, which was great because it was almost kind of a homing total eclipse. With that being said, we're so deep in the run here, we're halfway through the third act. I'm not sure we'll get enough upgrades for Selene to make it to the end of the tech tree for Nightbloom, so I'm going to take Total Eclipse here. Could end up regretting that, because I could end up wanting the healing, but we are doing really well with health at this point.
Total Eclipse.
Yeah, I know,
Together we
huge
shine.
shocker. Nick picked DPS again, and, you know, I have a problem.
Sorrow Spinner. flourish and reveal my path. That's something. I know you require only gold, my lord. Nevertheless, I wanted to give you something more. I've always found your commitment to the realm and to your discipline inspiring. Olympus, I accept this message. Shored up. You'll soon feel better again, Cerberus.
All right, we are in good shape
the
here.
beast's
Very
defeating
good shape.
princess returns terrifying Cerberus to his senses and familiar form.
Tears.
All right.
No more despair, good shade. This is it. Which one would help?
Okay, so I think I'm going to go the knuckle bones. I'm going for the damage reduction. I'm going for the auto damage to Kronos. I think that battle is going to be very difficult, but we worked very hard to get that extra death defiance, so I think that's why we don't go with the luckier tooth. I don't think we're going to need it.
Set.
We've set ourselves up pretty good. Let's just see what happens here. Okay, and then this is pretty cool. So we're not going to restore the health, but there's another Chaos Gate. I'm not buying that one. Just to be clear, my folly has its limits. I am going to buy this one and clear it off the list. Okay. Here we go.
Going down. Central control. Just need a moment.
Whatever brings you to my doorstep once again.
I gotta clean this up a little bit. Getting touched up way too much here.
Some seeds.
Back already.
Three-headed Cerberus
My
eyes
one
every
desire
surface
is
of
to
the
pet
chamber
the good
all
pup
at
up
once.
one time. He just won't let me.
Okay,
Oh
okay.
man, it breaks my heart.
I cannot believe that I'm asking, but how fares Olympus in all this? Even trapped within this chamber, it is evident to me that the Titan's legions are at war.
The surface swarms with the dead, and the armies of Kronos are besieging the mountain. Our family is holding them back. I've been trying to break the stalemate in their favor, but all in all, it's not a pretty sight up there right now.
Not a pretty sight up there. You mean to say you've seen all this firsthand? How?
You mean our birthright? Would you believe I learned a means by which I could withstand the surface climate for a while? Long enough to make a difference up there. Or to try.
Impossible. Yet seemingly all these impossibilities continue to occur. So you must vanquish the Titan, as well as come to the rescue of Olympus. How utterly absurd that you are burdened with all that.
I'm gonna take the additional damage. The reason is, does he summon a lot of foes? Yeah, but we've got Hitch. Should be basically leading to him taking more damage as a result.
Go.
Hold on, Father. Clear.
Thanks, I hate it.
You wretches. The Verminancer. Your master will fare no better. Let's do it. Let me help you. See you in the crossroads?
Alright. See what we got here. Okay, we can fire Death Defiance back, so that's nice. So we've got a double palm in there, we've got a Hermes boon, a Hera boon. Obviously the move is here to buy that Death Defiance back, so that'll put us back at 4 plus the Tula going into it, and then that leaves us with 7 of 6 gold. So we can go after the Hermes boon and the Hera boon. I think that's probably the right thing to do.
Hear me, on my authority.
Okay, attack, special, and caster faster is probably the move here.
Welcome back.
You know, I'm almost impressed. Not only have you ransacked my father's domain and made war on Olympus, you had the audacity to deceive primordial chaos. That takes a spine.
Why, thank you, my girl. I must admit, I thought that chaos would be something of a bargainer, for I was willing to exchange their daughter Nyx for the 3 fates. But now I have them all.
You played the chthonic gods for a pack of fools. These eldest, most powerful forces in existence. Such choices may come back to haunt you.
Yes, you have come back to haunt me here repeatedly. You, the best that the gods of the underworld and Olympus have to offer. Bah.
Never hesitate.
Damnable creature.
Despite my best efforts to choke it away, it will go down in the books as a clear.
For Cerberus.
Flayed Defiance ends up being all the difference on this run. Thanks, Chaos. Extra Dose also a very nice one. At the end of the day, probably should have stuck with the Poseidon boon, so we know that one for next time. For this particular aspect, but we did survive the run, cleared it. Anything's possible.
More of this sand. He's gone for now. You're back where you belong.
As time cannot be stopped, neither can the quite relentless princess of the underworld. Her cathartic vengeance surely is at hand.
Hey! Return to Shadow now. Not a bad night, I guess. A satisfactory result that time, wouldn't you say?
You know, I would say. All right, so obviously I think the next thing that we've got to go try to do is go beat the overworld on 16 feet, right? I mean, could do it on the underworld, so surely the overworld would be real easy to do.
Headmistress took them in. I helped train and communicate with them. Many came from being trapped between the realms. Some never got a proper burial. Others died unfulfilled or violently. They never made it to the underworld.
Oof, that's rough. Say, you don't think I fall into one of those categories there, do you? I'd hate to think I didn't get a proper burial.
It's not a laughing matter, Dora.
Oh, you don't need to get this kind of stuff from me. I can just take whatever stuff of yours I want when you're out.
Well, you can't take this while I'm out. I keep it on me at all times for just such an occasion. Begging your pardon, Shades.
You're very kind to me, Princess. I arrived at these crossroads in a desperate state. I didn't expect to be made welcome here.
And I didn't expect to meet Doom face to face, much less for him to be rather agreeable. Yet here we are.
The Oath of the Unseen is somewhere here, isn't that so, Princess? The aura that it emanates, I haven't felt it since before all this. I thought the Oath was lost with Mother Nyx, but it was in the care of Lady Hecate.
It's in my own care now. The will of Night shall be done, no matter what. Isn't that so? You're here among the unseen. You know our charge.
The Oath is clearly in good hands.
Hooray! Why are you really here, Eris? Tell me Kronos didn't put you up to this. You've made quite clear that you don't want me to succeed.
Babe, I'm almost hurt. You don't get me at all, do you? Just because I'm not rooting for you doesn't mean I'm rooting for the other guy.
Then who exactly are you rooting for, pray tell?
I'll let you puzzle that one out.
Adequate. Fresh from the pot.
Hey.
trying to get me in trouble with the headmistress or something? Why don't you take your bottle before I smash it and get your scrawny ass out of here?
I wasn't trying to get you in trouble, Nem. I was just... You know what? Forget it. Was it always like this? Between you and Headmistress? I used to think it was me you hated most of all.
You've always been naive, Princess. As for Hecate, I liked her better before she decided this right here was the best use of my talents.
She made that decision long ago. So you're going to resent her forever? Or are you going to do something about it?
I am doing something about it. I'm honoring my vow to Mother Nyx. Else I'd be long gone, much to your disappointment, I'm sure.
I would be very disappointed, yes.
Fear me. Numerous are the responsibilities of Hecate, Witch of the Crossroads, unseen watcher between realms, and keeper of the key to pathways hidden even to immortal eyes.
And our Headmistress.
Well done.
I'm most grateful, Goddess, and expect to knock this back at the Taverna at the soonest opportunity.
No rush. Just as long as you enjoy it when that opportunity presents itself.
So how has Nemesis been faring out there? Taking matters into her very capable hands. Not making too much grief for you, I hope?
So you know already. And Headmistress must too. Nemesis is being Nemesis. Discovering firsthand our task is not as simple as it seems.
Say no more then. Though if she becomes too intent on impeding your results over achieving her own, we'll step in.
It won't come to that. Up you go. Grow and flourish. I'm part of the way there. Want to help?
I, for one, was certain she'd prevail.
Grant me the aspect
Alright,
of
so
Momus.
we've got to use the staff here, or it's recommending that we use the staff here to get the +2 bones bonus. So I'm going to unlock the aspect of Momus. Let's see how this goes, I guess. Whenever you use Omega moves, each fires in place up to 3 times until you use it again.
That stick has got some heft.
Oh. Yeah, but you can only have one of them at a time. But you can bring them both out of it. So that's pretty interesting. I like that.
I can now redo prior Chaos trials, just because.
All right, well, here goes nothing. The nightmare clear is to beat Eris. And so yeah, we're on this would be the 11th straight clear. Obviously, the deck stacked against us, the overworld, significantly harder than the underworld. So we'll see how this goes, though. Have fun no matter what.
No holding back. To you, Selene. I never feel lost knowing the moon herself is there to help me find my path.
You are most kind to honor me this way. It doubtless shall sustain my steeds and me on long nights such as these. You have our thanks.
I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
Another night now beckons, and I shall cast such shadows as to bring you strength and comfort, each in turn. Choose well the magic that shall be of greatest benefit. Now.
We're gonna go with the we're going to go with the morph. That was surprisingly effective.
Then let us turn our flames. I witnessed everything.
I have to remap my brain after playing with the skulls. Just like diving right in with the staff might not be the best idea.
Didn't you, gorgeous? Our little birdie told me everything, how you fought all the way into those rancid depths and took that Kronos down. Though, he's already back and angrier than ever, isn't he?
I like glamour gain, just for the magic regeneration.
All right. That's good.
Okay, so no Medea this time. That jumps out at me. There is a Daedalus hammer on offer, so that will probably be the first stop. There's another Aphrodite. There's a Hestia over there. There's a couple of Apollos. So I think we're gonna start. We're gonna start with the hammer.
Peace, sir.
We get to know each other, you'll live to regret it. Happens all the time. the show, you gods?
I almost think this pairs with the aspect of the staff best. Channeling an extra 30 into your mega special to deal plus 300% damage, so I'm going to go with that one. Typically, I would go with the Mirrored Thrasher here. Anything that makes your attack hit twice is always good. Yeah. Gonna have to really make a emphasis to make this our focal point of the attack here.
My staff.
Our fathers sure made a mess of things for us, didn't they, sister? Born to the mightiest of gods, yet living like outcasts. Like bloody animals.
It's Kronos that made a mess of things. If he'd have just stayed dead, we'd be at peace. And together with our fathers, no doubt.
Have you met our fathers? Sure, we're in the midst of an interminable war, but at least we're far away from them.
Where to from here? How many of these do they have? What a stench. Now to head back. Join me. See you in the crossroads.
To our abode.
Ew. I can use this for trade.
I already regret not taking the double attacks.
Shades, I release you.
You had a bad run-in with that wretched heiress on your way here, eh? Just great to know that strife herself is up against us now. And got her grubby little fingers on my rail of adamant. I ought to have kept the thing.
Obscura, that's her name. Forged who only knows how deep within the earth under the watchful eye of night. Something like that.
The barrier's almost down.
Polyphemus bars your passage, does he now? Don't know what good my light will do against the likes of him, though perhaps I can help get you there in one piece.
You shades are getting out of there.
All the rage. These snakes of mine are from Apollo. Helps remind me of the family, you know? Stuck together, skin not so thick, itch hissy fit sometimes. Love them anyway.
Understanding with that boatman, haven't you? He's such a solitary soul. Rugged, tall, powerfully built.
This must be love. I know.
A dinner guest. So you can mess with how things work at night? Between the feeling in my gut and the nonsense you've been talking, I can tell you've been up to no good. You some kind of witch.
Since you're finally wising up to our true strength, know that you violate the will of Night herself by standing in my way.
See, there you go again with all the fancy talk. But hey, I could go for a fancy meal just as soon as a tough piece of meat. Maybe you're both. And heave. I see you. Where'd you go? Oh, look, the crops come in. Look, that's not good sheep. Done being nice to you. There you have it, more sheep. Wake up, sleepyheads. Damn noisy, huh? I'm full.
Sleep well, Cyclops. Ah. How about another keepsake?
Take the tooth just to keep the run going. That was pretty rough. Hopefully things get a little better with those additional cards.
As planned. Take me away. Come.
I am.
Delivery arrived.
the path you face.
One with Selene.
There's some catastrophic storm brewing at the top of Olympus. Can't get anywhere near it. What's happening up there?
That storm conceals the real threat. Kronos awakened the father of all monsters and set him loose. These forces we're fighting, they're just a stalling tactic and a feint.
You're saying that's bloody Typhon? Oh, God. Since I was young, I prayed to all of you for safety and good fortune from my tower. Now it's you yourselves who better pray.
No, we're going to destroy that thing. I don't yet know all that requires, though prayer most likely won't be necessary.
Oh, then I'll pray just in case. Figure it couldn't hurt. Just please be careful, Melly. And before you go, take one of these. Here you go. See you.
This way. Return to Shadow now.
Well, the shriek is broken and it's broken emphatically. Yeah, the
So that's the
pivotal
surface, then.
mistake was not taking the double attack. I think that we could have at least gotten a little more viable with the pill, but
I'm
yeah,
getting
it
the
was
impression
just
that the sailor's life is not for
always
me.
uphill.
Who dares? Getting crowded out there. More shades, guy with the horns. I don't like him, Al. Not one bit.
As we grow in numbers, we grow in strength. What's your concern with that?
Don't like to share? Except this tent. I don't mind sharing it with you. Most of the time.
I'm honored. Will this truly come to pass?
Ever shall you walk in the light of the moon.
How can you be so certain that there are no more weavings taking place? That rather than the fates setting the course of our lives, there's no pattern anymore. Only sheer mindless chance.
I never said I was certain. Only that I no longer sensed my sister's work. And it's a relatively well-honed sense. But I've also never been apart from my sisters like this. I feel unmoored.
As though you don't know where you're going. To me, everything feels the same as ever. Present circumstances notwithstanding. How much control do the fates truly have?
They are highly influential, I can tell you that. But can they force your every action, every thought? Of course not.
But the fates knew we'd meet.
Precisely.
hunched over that cauldron so much, at least your craft is finally doing something around here. So much toiling with no results.
Our craft is typically about the self, and such results tend not to be immediate. Though I appreciate you noticing.
Yeah, well...
What news? Vengeance for your family awaits you far below. I'm certain they would be proud of what you have become. Bear them in your heart when you strike.
Headmistress, I'll bear them in my heart, but I have no memory of them. How could I? You're the one who's always been there for me.
Oh, don't say such things. I am not your mother, Melinoe. So much she could have taught you, I cannot. Never compare us.
Okay.
Hail, Goddess.
I encountered mighty Heracles on the surface. No mistaking him. Though I thought he was dead. He seemed very much alive. On the outside, anyway. And still in service to the gods.
The great Heracles. That's a complicated one. Part man, part god, part monster too, perhaps. The rules of death don't quite apply to him. What did he want? He give you any trouble?
He was quite brusque. Told me to stay out of his way. Sounds like he has a task of his own. Maybe Olympus isn't counting on me to succeed.
Don't take it personally. You have wise relatives and ruthless ones. They may not like their odds hinging on any one individual. And do watch yourself with Heracles,
Aye. Ready to come out? I'm in the mood for...
My gosh, we're doing the skull again.
Awaken hidden power.
Some of you made it from the surface, huh?
Okay. Need 10 fear, but we've got 16 on, and
dare I take
I'm
the
gonna
vows?
just do the same thing. One more time.
To the surface. No pressure. I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
The dark of night begins, as does your task. And I am here to usher you into that dark, toward inevitable victory and death. Behold my light.
Peace, Selena. It's really brought the mood down a little bit, man. Alright, I guess I'll take Lunar Ray here.
Lunar Ray. Excellent.
It's Poseidon.
You brave the waters in the rift of Thessaly. A nautical experience not for the faint of heart. Fraught as it is with deathless ships hell-bent on your family's destruction,
May you have smoother sailing there next time.
They'll drown.
That knockback was so nice on that last time with the skull, so that's why I picked it, despite it
Let's get the
being
lay of the land.
common. Okay, you got a hammer, Hestia. There's an Aphrodite boss encounter. And I'm trying to remember seeing a boss encounter on here. I'm not sure I have. There's a Poseidon. I think we're gonna go hammer, Hestia, Poseidon, Aphrodite boss battle. Let's try that out.
Enjoy the silence, sister. We'll have company here any moment now. Prepare.
Face me!
Call it even.
Do love that armor reduction. I think that I'm gonna take that.
I'm grateful, Daedalus.
Your blood runs red. You're not entirely a goddess. We truly get the best of both worlds.
You were born to a mortal mother, weren't you? My mother's half mortal. Death itself is in our blood. But you're different.
Different. Neither god, nor mortal, nor shade. It's as you say. Death itself is in my blood. All mortals are born to die. I was born also to kill.
Some bronze.
Sure you don't want to give me only half the bottle there? Seeing as I'm nearly half a god. I got their strength, but seldom get their luxury.
Nothing's gained from luxury in excess anyway. But there are times a little doesn't hurt. May this soothe your spirit when the occasion arises.
My work is finished here.
More lovers. Time sign.
So, the Titan of Foresight slipped his chains and fights against us now. A pity that. Been on the outs with us ever since we caught him red-handed with my flames. Stole fire for the sake of mortal kind. Could have just asked me nice.
As expected. They're trapped in here. You'll be out in no time, Shades. Olympus, I accept this message. Excellent. Struck true. That was careless.
So Bessie already got you then. She's rather spry despite her age, and likes to play with fire too. Still just a kid at heart. One of those wee scary ones, mind.
Yeah, we'll be doing dodging a lot. That's probably what we'll go with.
Good. You don't know who you're dealing with. For Athera. Great Aphrodite. You must get more offerings than all the other gods and goddesses combined, though this one comes from me.
Why, this is wonderful, and also quite impressive. You already know our ways. I must return the gesture, so please take this. I insist.
can't say no to such a lovely gift.
Shame that the cursed city of Ephira is your first exposure to the splendors of the surface love. It stood in tribute to your mother and your father until Kronos had his way. I still grow angry when I think on it.
Wow. Now what?
To all the enemies of Hades, near and far, a visitor. How much has changed with time? It's not as often that I see familiar faces such as yours, or hateful ones. So many fail to understand our ways.
You've always seemed to have ways of making them understand, Lady Medea. Though, do you find you miss living among mortals?
Locating live subjects for my research used to be easier, but that exception notwithstanding, no. A few true friends are better than 1,000 friendly feigning strangers. So moted be.
Like the healing.
Pox upon our enemies.
Clean. Lord Charon?
To think my blessing could be had for a mere bit of coin. Know that the boatman brokered this particular exchange only for you. Our services have never been for sale.
Where do you think you're going anyways? No ship that sails from the docks back there is gonna take the likes of you. Come to think of it, lately we've had no ships at all.
The deathless fleet of Kronos is still out there in the waters of the Rift. Apparently, when one ship sinks, another rises to replace it from the depths. Drowned sailors for its crew.
You're pulling my leg. The dead can sail nowadays? I thought they were no good for anything but food. Might have to teach them to take on some of my household chores.
tucked away. That one.
Alright, I have faith I'm gonna get it together. Let's see.
Check. Shamblers ahead. Olympus, I accept this message. Time to abandon ship. I don't think so. Change of course. Out of shells. As for my arcana. Blaskets. Won't fail. Lord Uncle.
There was a lot going on there.
Choose one, spurn the other.
That's sweet.
Some sacrifices must be made.
Oh, gorgeous. If pride and vanity are truly weaknesses, then I'm about to let myself be very vulnerable with you here.
Don't hate me, Aphrodite. I need to calm her down. Need shells. Not returning yet. See that one, Tula? No escape. Easy catch for Tula.
It's no secret that I'm prone to fits of passion, and I'd not have it any other way. But you could have it differently next time.
She wants a sacrifice. Laughable.
Hospital, dude.
The front of the fleet.
We meet again.
That is, not good.
Here's the gold. May moonlight guide us.
Hey, babe. Just about everybody on Olympus giving you their best, huh? You must be very proud. The gods, they don't agree on much at all.
No, they do not. Yet when the need arises, they can set their differences aside. Something to try with your own kin.
You know who really gets what's going on up there? Ares. If anybody's brought that family together, it's the god of war. His cause, even I can get behind. Better hide. Oh, he's a chunk! No! Return to Shadow now!
You who invoke the night, suffer the consequence.
To be beaten by her. No making peace with one such as Eris, is there? Just isn't in her nature.
Man, that was a rough one. At least we
There
got
you
the
are.
nightmare piece out of the first act boss.
Wonder if I ever
But
used to
man,
have nightmares. So
there's
you could
quite a
just
bit of difference in
imagine yourself
difficulty
in these
between the
completely
underworld and
different,
overworld.
horrible
Either that, or
situations?
we did get a little lucky with that build we had on that first run. But 16 fear, that's no joke.
Yes.
Probably the
And
strategy
sometimes I'm not
is
even there,
something
which
along
can
the
make them
lines
even
of
more unsettling.
using all
Though
your
they don't
Arcana
trouble me as
cards from
much
the
anymore.
beginning, just figuring out a different way to get up to that 16 fear without restricting the amount of grasp that you have.
Well, at least you've got me.
Princess.
I confess I feel a bit self-conscious that the fated list is there for you and all to see. Some of the matters it describes are rather personal.
If it's any comfort, the prophecies appear only to you. We see there only what's meant for us. Although, when you fulfill a prophecy, I can usually tell. It's like a sudden realization.
We know our paths are intertwined to an extent. Well, may your sudden realizations connected to my actions not be too embarrassing.
I'm certain that they won't.
You're so worked up about this war, like it's some huge thing. Olympus loves a good war. Have him all the time up there. Got a whole god dedicated to him and everything. Know how easy it is to get him to start fighting?
No, Eris, please, enlighten me. Just how easy is it to get my relatives to descend into acts of unconscionable violence and destruction?
Well, this one time, they all flew into a tizzy over a single golden apple. A mysterious offering marked for the fairest one of all. They had a little dispute over who the secret admirer meant. One thing led to another, and boom.
That sounds like a simple misunderstanding, if not a prank. But you say it grew into a full-scale war. What happened then?
Nah, long story.
Welcome, Lord Charon.
Alas.
Katoski on Oski.
Your will is done.
I'll take the special.
was the surface? Still warm and welcoming, I reckon. You're to be commended for even setting foot up there.
It was dreadful. The city of Aphira is completely overrun, and there's a blind Cyclops making sure no one gets out.
Well, that all sounds entirely unfortunate. Blind Cyclops, huh? That must be Polyphemus. Given that scrape myself way back. He's still going on about eating people?
He is.
Oh.
Sister Selene notified me it was Eris herself who barred you from gaining the heights of Olympus. She never should have got her hands on the rail of adamant again, that wretch.
Headmistress, is there truly nothing we can do? Your oath to Nyx means Eris can come and go here as she pleases, only to try and blast me to bits when I approach my goal.
One must carefully consider the terms of binding contracts, Malinois. A mistake on my part you are paying for firsthand. And I apologize. Do bring her hell when next you meet.
Sounds good. Here you'll grow strong.
Ooh, good.
Strength and wisdom of my predecessors.
All right, so I'm gonna call it a night. I think we've got plenty more to do with trying to get to 16 fear clear in the overworld. Probably involves some upgrades for Arcana cards, maybe even some aspects and upgrades there. We've got plenty of materials to do that, so that's what I'll be working on the next couple of sessions. Just try to get us strength, enough strength to where we're able to clear some of those more difficult runs. But it's been a really fun time again tonight. Really hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. So thanks for coming, and we will see you here shortly. Thanks again. Have a great evening.